shit has been ruining my life for the last 2 months. This weekend, I was just about out, and I was like, all right, I got to be done with this shit.
Right.
I ran out Saturday afternoon. I think I made it like an hour.
Oh, my God.
It was literally an hour. I was like, I'll just go get one more. I usually get the Mr. Happy.
Yeah, that's exactly what we get.
Out of Mr. Happy, so he went to his big box of all the shit that he had.
Right.
This is the name of this particular one. It's Caution.
Caution is the name.
Extremely strong incense or something like that. Yeah, that's the name.
You know, it's funny that the only ones that are left are the ones like that. When that stuff first started coming around, there was one called Rasta Spice. That one was pretty mellow, and that was, you know, really good. And it just had a couple that had been like teeth gritting time.
The killer of all killers was this little jar of stuff called Pineapple Express. That stuff literally incapacitated me for a month. That was by far the strongest. And I'm not kidding. I mean, I was skipping work. That's why I've been doing this time. You know what? In June, I was barely at work in June. I took vacation, and that's when I started smoking it again. I was on vacation. I got bored.
Right.
Oh, fuck. I'll just I'll get high while I'm on vacation, whatever. It's fucking, I don't even know what happened to the last 2 months. That was 2 months ago. That seems like a foggy, fucking distant memory. The shit is like taking over. And it's different, though, because I'll be at work, and like around like 1:30 or something like that, all of a sudden my nose starts getting runny.
Do you guys think it might be something other than as advertised, or you know?
It's not even advertised as anything. Who knows what it is?
I feel more physically addicted to it than I ever did before. Because I had a good 6-7 months off.
Right.
And then when I went back to it,
right, you know,
craving that shit.
Not just to get buzzed, but you actually feel physically craving it.
Bye, man. To fucking face the world. It's ruined my life, though. No doubt about it. It's fucking with my health for sure. My attitude's been piss poor. I have just been fucking anti-everything.
Right. I think you got to put things into perspective, too, and realize your work life would be shitty with or without the other stuff.
Yeah.
It's not causing you to be irritated at work. Work is causing you to be irritated at work.
It ain't helping.
Yeah, it's not. It doesn't make you very patient.
Some of these days, though, I'm getting there at 8 o'clock.
Man,
By fucking 10, I'm like, seems like it should be like 6.5 hours, and it's been 2.
It's really something you got to think about then, you know?
It's ruined.
Maybe try the other stuff and just see.
I don't know. I want to see how far I can go.
Too funny. I don't know. You know, we kind of keep going back and forth on the issue. Every so often, I'll get a little trippy. After that goes away and it settles down, it's more like actual pot. But that little thing, just every time that happens, I'm like, I should not be smoking this.
I had some sort of fucking seizure. I don't know what it was, man, but it's like my whole body, sections at a time, felt like they were fucking shutting down, and they just started clenching. Just felt like something was going all fucking haywire. And that's the same response I had. I'm like, I gotta stop smoking this shit.
Well, yeah. I've got this funny feeling that he's doing about maybe 40 times what you are. A little different, you know, you saying, I don't know, it's not that bad. He's saying it's ruining him. I'm thinking he's fucking doing a lot.
I had a friend visit from out of town. We went and got a bag of weed and smoked some of that. You know, it really didn't feel all that different.
Well, I haven't had pot for a long time, and the last time I had it, I remember thinking it felt much weaker. It was like a much milder buzz than whatever I was smoking at the time. I'll wake up in the morning sometimes. I wake up, I'm like, oh, I feel good. And, you know, within like a half hour, I take a few hits, and I feel like the negativity and the badness just wash over me.
Just initially.
Yeah, it doesn't set you off for the day or anything. Physically, more than anything else, like I'll wake up and I'll feel good, and then I'll smoke a little bit, and then like an hour later, oh man, I'm exhausted.
Right. Or you get paranoid or just start thinking bad thoughts. Weed, I don't think that way.
Is it the same buzz pretty much, except you think it's just that much stronger? Or do you think it's different?
It's different at first. After it evens out, it's very similar.
Sometimes I'm staring off into space while I'm smoking. I'll take like 2 or 3 hits, and all of a sudden I get this little slight panic, like where I look over my shoulder and I'm like, where the fuck am I? You know?
Right.
And it's like quarter second of panic of like sheer, like, I honestly don't know where I am. I'm in my fucking bedroom.
Right.
It's like, what the hell just happened there? So I'm seeing gaps in my fucking consciousness almost.
Do you think because it's just so freaking strong?
What I believe is that to stay ahead of the law, they keep changing the formula and they keep putting those stickers on there saying as much.
Does not contain the most recently banned substance.
Oh, it does?
Yeah. Oh, they all say that now. Yeah. Because the first time I smoked it was when you told me about it. Remember, and I ran out of the house to go get it. And this time around, it seems way, way different. So, for me, it is just a regular pot buzz more than anything else. Every once in a while, a little bit of a freak out. And I think it is, yes, just way stronger.
Made from the best stuff on earth.
I was listening to Detroit radio stations, and a teenage kid killed his family up there. And they blamed it on him smoking that shit.
Oh, shit.
When he smoked it, he got overly aggressive. He was having problems at home.
Crazy is crazy, man. It's like the dude on bath salts eating the guy's face off down in Miami.
That's a better story, though.
It's a good excuse for people to crack down on this shit.
Everybody that was calling into these shows was reporting, like, very bad trip behavior being associated with kids smoking this stuff. And then they'd call in and to share their own experiences, and they'd say the same thing. The kind of story you expect to hear is somebody, like, took too much acid. Completely aggressive and out of their minds.
I've never experienced anything like that.
Nothing.
Yeah.
And of course, those calls are screened, so they might have an agenda for all I know. But
right.
Every once in a while, a call would come through that would say, like, well, I smoked it. I never had any of that experience. And they go, oh, yeah, really? And then they just move on to the next guy, so.
Right.
It's so funny because you guys aren't like the big proponents.
This is a legal substitute.
Which there are advantages of.
I don't have to worry about losing my job.
I'm worried about losing one of my lungs.
Yeah, right. We've all done lots of drugs, and I've never experienced any sort of schizophrenia or paranoia or anything that near as powerful as acid that I've taken or shrooms that I've done or, ecstasy that I've done. And who knows what was in that, that I was doing. So,
all those mescaline.
Yeah, ecstasy. They're not making it in a big factory. It's some dude cooking it up in a basement somewhere.
Well, bless their talented little fingers, because I've enjoyed every bit of it.